This event took place one night when I was leaving my friend's house at 2 a.m. I was living in the city at the time, so public transport was still available at that time of night. I sat down in a bus stop across from a McDonald's and waited. The bus was 15 minutes away, so I had a cigarette to kill time. I noticed a disheveled looking man come out of the McDonald's just as I was about to finish my cigarette. He stood directly across the road for a moment staring at me, and then he started to walk back and forth on the sidewalk, still staring at me, grinning maniacally and talking to himself. Occasionally, he would look into the McDonald's bag he was holding and laugh. The bus arrived just as he started to cross the road towards me. I quickly got on the bus and he ran to get on with me. I was terrified, but I was also roasted to the bone and kept trying to convince myself that I was misinterpreting the situation. I sat on a backwards facing seat and he sat right at the back of the bus facing me, still grinning and staring at me. He slowly reached into the McDonald's bag and pulled out a burger. Then he unwrapped the burger and started aggressively biting into it while rubbing his crotch at the same time, still staring right at me. I was hoping he would get off the bus before me, but he didn't. I got off in the busiest part of the city. I felt a split second of relief when he didn't follow me off the bus, but that was short-lived, as he came bursting through the doors just as the bus was about to take off again. I quickly hurried into a crowd, walking as fast as I possibly could. I glanced back every so often, and he was still there, laughing to himself, his eyes locked onto me. Even though I was absolutely cooked, I went straight to the police station and sat on a bench out the front. There was a police officer standing outside. He saw me but didn't say anything. I kept looking back into the crowd where I could still see that creepy guy standing there, probably waiting for me to leave. The police officer walked over to me, then looked in the same direction as I was. He must have noticed that this guy was acting suspicious, because he started to walk over there, and the guy ran off. The policeman then came back over and stood beside me. He never said anything, but I could tell he knew what was going on. Eventually, I felt safe enough to walk home. I gave the policeman a brief smile and went on my way. The nightmare wasn't over yet, though. Just as I got onto the street where my apartment was located, a bright purple van came speeding around the corner and almost took me out. Completely unrelated to the crotch-rubbing maniac, but still unsettling.